So it is the first Gymnich meeting for me, and we're going to start off with the meeting with UK, who is our very good partner. So we discuss, of course, our bilateral relations and how we can move on with the security and defense partnership. And then, of course, all the other issues where we are operating together. Russia's war against Ukraine, what more can we do there? I mean, I can say that we are working on the 17th package of sanctions to really put pressure on Russia, and in order to want that Russia wants peace, we also should put more pressure on them, and we have similar views with UK on these issues. And of course, then we also discuss our a bit changed relations with the United States and all the other security and political theaters that are going around the world where we can cooperate.
Are you worried about the perspective not to collect 40 billion euros of military aid to Ukraine until the end of this year?
We are working on this, and we have received commitments, so we are well on track for this year. Hopefully we'll get it together.
What do you think about the escalation of the two nuclear powers, Pakistan and India?
It is very concerning what is happening there. So it is clear that this war is not good for anybody. So we are trying to mediate and bring the tensions down. Of course, I condemn terrorism in any shape or form. That is also very clear, but we need to see how we can go from here to bring the tensions down. But Minister also wants to say something. So,
well, I just want to say that the Polish presidency is delighted to be hosting the High Representative to Gymnich. We are living in interesting times, and the Gymnich, as you know, is informal. It's an opportunity for ministers to strategize, and there is plenty to strategize about. Thank you.
The EU is very clear on Ukraine. Where's the European voice when it comes to Israel and Gaza?
There we also have a very common position on many issues. I mean, first, we support the two-state solution. We are very strong on the humanitarian aid to Gaza, and we have been very vocal also with Israel because this loss of life is untenable, what is happening there. So we have been the ones who are the biggest supporters of Palestinian Authority. We are the biggest supporters of UNRWA and Palestinian people when it comes to humanitarian aid. But right now, it is a big problem that humanitarian aid is not reaching the people. And I just spoke to Minister Saar yesterday that offered also help by the European Union to distribute the humanitarian aid if they don't trust the other actors there. We are trying to do what is in our powers to do to help.
What are your expectations?
If I may add one sentence, Poland has just sent a fully accredited ambassador in Israel, and we, for many years, have had a fully accredited, with the head of state, ambassador of Palestine, which we recognize.
What do you expect from the new German government in terms of European leadership? Can you say a bit more about that, please?
Germany is the biggest country in Europe, and therefore it is the strongest voice in Europe. When it comes to economy, whatever happens in German economy has a direct effect on all the economies of Europe, but also what happens in German politics has a great effect. What we are expecting, I think the new coalition has been very strong on defense spending, also the European defense. What more can we do to help Ukraine? I think this is important, and what more can we do to also boost the competitiveness of Europe?
But what do you expect?
And you joined Visit to Lviv. What kind of message are you sending later this week by visiting together?
It is clear that all those who are in for peace should be in Ukraine rather than in Moscow when it comes to this 9th of May, which is a Europe Day, where we celebrate Europe, which is a peace project. And therefore, of course, we are going there with different topics when it comes to accountability, for example, when it comes to further support for Ukraine, and I'm very happy that we are able to do this together also with our partners from other countries besides European countries.
I'd like to enlarge on the Lviv meeting. I think it's very important to remember that all of Ukraine was occupied during the Second World War and only a very small part of Russia. That millions of Ukrainians both suffered Nazi persecutions but also fought in the Red Army. And it's outrageous of Vladimir Putin to appropriate to Russia alone the victory over Nazi Germany. And it's even worse to use the rhetoric of those days to attack Ukraine, which, unlike Russia, is a democracy.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow will be press conference. You have many.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Thank you. High Representative, the Dutch Foreign Minister has sent you a letter in which he asked for a review of Israel's compliance with Article 2 of the Association Agreement. Do you agree with him? Will you ask for a review?
We, of course, have discussed this several times, and the position of European countries is the compromise we have reached. Of course, the question is whether we have the channels open to have dialogue and also to express all the worries we have what Israel is doing. Like I said, this loss of life is untenable, and what more can we do in this regard? So definitely, as I have been in contact with the Minister of Netherlands, he will raise this tomorrow when we have the European ministers only, and definitely we're going to discuss, because everybody sees this is a very difficult situation, and we can and have to discuss what more can we do.
Which stage do you expect?
Thank you very much. Tomorrow will be a press conference. We understand you have many questions, but tomorrow is press conference. Yes.
Thanks.